那几低调的啊？
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Someone I really like a lot, Peter, is Matthijs de Ligt. You can't get much better than him when it comes to taking the ball up the pitch into midfield and then linking up with his midfielders and his attackers, sometimes driving even further forward. He really is amongst the very...
Chance! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Perfect placement, the one
Đúng rồi,
place the
đúng rồi,
keeper
tao
couldn't
làm gì?
reach.
Ủa,
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Inter Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Mbappe. O'Reilly short changes him with that pass. And here's Lewandowski. Beckenbauer. Aimed beyond the defence. That's going to go a long way. Now, can they get him away? It's Lewandowski! And Sylvestre. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Hullet. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Howson has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
Yeah, and the ref told him it was coming, and he still failed to heed the warning.
So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he spark a counter here? First quarter of an hour gone. Played out wide. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Beckham is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Well, that is one way to stop him. Xabi Alonso is fouled. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. And here's Hullet. O'Reilly proves too strong, too smart. Beckham. And that interception was most necessary. He's on it, can he get away? Adriano looking for the chance to skim one in from range. And this is Lewandowski. Well read, nice interception. Kagawa. Xavi Alonso. Beckenbauer. Distributed tidily. He slings it in. Impressive jump. It's a goal. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Beckham! That is decidedly lacking.
Inter certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Seedorf. Cafu drives forward on the overlap. Beckenbauer.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Adriano, and he's been shifted off it. That pass isn't the best. Xavi Alonso. Seedorf conjures time and space where few can. Xavi Alonso receives it in a wide position. And that is expertly dealt with. Lewandowski. And this is Adriano. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's managed to get free. Adriano! Loose ball now, and there's... Oh, what has happened here? Played in with purpose.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
And here's Lewandowski. That's really well manoeuvred. Cafu. Now Mbappe. Knocks it into space. Lofted upfield.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kagawa. Mbappe. Out towards the flank. And for the first half, that is that. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Oh, shooting chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple. Lewandowski really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And he was quick to react. Seedorf. Lyon couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And they are prompt with their pressing. Oh, that was vital. Kaka. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now this could be a chance. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Pass is just off target. Xavi Alonso. And it's Kaka. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Seedorf. Gullit. Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And here's Gullit. Mbappe. And he shoots! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Changement pour l'Olympique Lyonnais.
Lyon with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Le numéro 26, Kagawa. Le numéro 22, Kaka. À leur place, le numéro
It's
14.
gone all the way through to the
Le
keeper.
numéro 11. Le
And
numéro
now they
15.
can spring out of
Attention,
defence.
Changement.
Lyon still have the cards to affect this game. O'Reilly is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Stojkovic. Stojkovic will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Cafu. Mbappe is onto this.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Gullit. And it's Guardiola. Seedorf. Beckham. Adriano. Great vision. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Luis Suarez. De Ligt can clear it away.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Bergomi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. This looks promising. Tries to play it through, and this is Gullit, and a chance! Wriggles his way through. Rafinha gets into a good position. In towards the back stick. Garcia claims it without any fuss.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Ribery. And it's O'Reilly. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Stojkovic. And here's Gullit. And here's Mbappe. And here's Stojkovic. Silvestre has the space to scheme. That's a decent clearance. He's had it taken off him. And that will be it. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Olympique Lyonnais, Portugal.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle.
Raphael Varane is someone I've always liked a lot for his incredible discipline and intelligence, Peter. So often having to play a covering role for a more aggressive partner, he really has made that style his own.
Yeah, that's something for which he has rightly received a lot of praise in view of the kind of players he's been paired with down the years.
Yeah, and something he can do thanks to his great recovery pace and an outstanding sense of positioning too.
Shoots! But he's left disappointed.
Hazard has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
And here's Mbappe. And this is Hullet. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Tries one from way. It's bounced back off the post. Goal! Leon! And that was his 20th goal for this team. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Ibrahimovic. Lyon leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Now it's Mbappe. Kagawa can so cleverly bypass the press. Engages and forces him off the ball. Lyon currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Portugal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Mbappe. It's Ibrahimovic! It's a goal! Portugal are level! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Messi. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Cafu. Pullet chasing after it. And it's Kagawa. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Vieira. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He is through here. He is just caressing the ball. Good read, needed to be. It's out of play for a goal kick. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Nicely weighted ball. Kagawa. ASA. Seedorf.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Seedorf. And here's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Lyon making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Hazard getting forward. Cross to the back post. And that was nowhere near his best.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. That's the end of the first 45. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it's been an intriguing watch. A really nice contrast of styles that seem to suit both teams pretty well. Who's ultimately going to win it? It's anyone's guess, though.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. So once again, we're underway. Kaka, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Seedorf. Vieira. And here's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic shapes to shoot. What a wonderful goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Portugal have their lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And he shoots! And that's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Lyon drag themselves back again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Araujo, very much a man of this moment. Kaka. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe is fouled. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Gullit is behind this one.
Well, I think this is definitely one of these areas.
Mbappe! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Oh, the keeper, for me, just made that look an awful lot easier than it actually was.
He's through here. And it's Ibrahimovic. There's the shot! Goal! Portugal! And again they hit the front. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Portugal with the lead. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Bonucci does really well to win the ball there. And it's Gullit. Seedorf tries to play it through, and he's intervened well there. Lyon are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. He won't be happy with that one. Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. That is good progress on the left. He's on it, can he get away? Pinches it off him. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And that could set him on his way. And he's managed to get free. Mbappe! Well taken goal. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
Chers spectateurs, j'ai le plaisir de vous annoncer que le programme du match d'aujourd'hui est disponible dans les kiosques situés juste...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running. Chengdu Rongchen have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also...
He's having a shot! Well, for Pepe, this is the time to get that stern focus in his eyes.
Yes, it's that look that says, I'll win at all costs, and you better be prepared for what's coming.
Well, he knows, doesn't he? He just knows that the core of his game is winning battles, physical, aerial, mental. To him, winning, however he does it, matters most. Mateus. Pull it. Oh, it's gone in!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels. It's a huge moment for the game and a shocking moment for him personally, but it happened at the best possible time. This is recoverable.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
And this is Hullet. Nice control. Oh no, this does not look good. Big chance, corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Messi with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. Caught offside that time. Yeah. Cafu makes the interception. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Look at the space here. There's the shot! And that's a sharp finish. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one...
He leaps for it, and he's stuck it away. Just one goal in it now. Game on. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Now, that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Kagawa. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Kaka can so cleverly bypass the press. That's a lovely, neat pass. And no, that was never going to make it.
Lyon are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Kaká, Mbappe, Kagawa. Xavi Alonso. Well, that's a little loose. And that was nowhere near his best. And he's forced to go back. Rafael Varane. And it's Thuram. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stuffed.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Cafu does really well there. He is strong. And it's Xabi Alonso. Mbappe. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! He has gobbled up his 20th goal. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Pullet running with intent. And this is Messi. And he's running through. And he's quick to get rid. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Has been indicated.
Looking for options for movement. He's in a great position here. He won't be happy with that one. Bullet! They've scored! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
The goal scorer for Lyon, number 21, Bullet!
So we have a breakthrough. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Lyon have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less
please take
ideal.
some time out to give your support to our
The midway point of the game.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Lyon up by the odd goal in a 5-goal thriller. The score at the interval, 3-2. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Kaká is flagged offside. Just eases him off the ball. Messi going after that. Now it's Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Pullet. He's picked his way through. Lyon can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Driving forward. De Ligt deals with that comfortably. Mbappe being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Pelé. Aims beyond the defence, and he was alert to it. Cafu is always looking to play quality balls. Pullet. He is through here. And this is Pelé. Oh, that was vital. Deftly away. Seedorf did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Varane cuts out the pass. And claimed it back swiftly. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He's a sharp little ball here. Maldini. No, no way through. There will be a throw-in.
Substitution on the field. Number 48, Ibrahimovic. Number 30,
Now it's
Pele.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Number 10,
Cruyff,
Messi.
of course, a dribbler
Number
of
8,
outlandish ability.
Bullet. Number 13, Mateus.
Lyon perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
And that interception
Number
was
9,
most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Number 11, Hazard. Number 20, Johan Cruyff.
Now, can they get him
Number
away?
14,
Bonucci promptly onto that, and that is that.
Substitutions taking place.
And it's Cruyff, looking to play him in. And this is Ronaldo. And a chance! And it's in! It's level again! What a match we have!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Bonucci can clear it away.
Cheng Du-Rong-Cheng really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Vieira does well to get it back. Nicely weighted ball. Hazard picks it up out wide. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Substitution.
So here comes the substitution. Succumbs to the pressure. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Picked out, brilliant chance! Goal! Lyon! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
It's ASA! Again, a brilliant save. Desperate defending required here. Cruyff plays it short. Oh, that's a fine interception.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And they're back on the ball again. Stojkovic. Oh, that is a nice touch. And it's ASA. That is a great pick out.
There will be 3
Lampard
minutes
has it in a
time.
wide position.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Lampard never out of the action for very long. That's really well cleared. Cheng Du-Rong-Chen have reclaimed it. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very
And now,
good.
to all members of the
Bullet
crowd,
just
I'd
could
like
not
to
help
ask you
himself,
to
could he?
join me in
3
wishing
goals
our
to his
birthday
name.
boy a very special birthday.
Lyon have done it. Their people... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living, breathing symbol of leadership, loyalty and devotion to his craft. What a player.
Xavi Alonso. Kagawa. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Now then, clash of the egos.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Chengdu Rongchen have it back and can go again. Kagawa. And it's Xavi Alonso. Now it's Puskás. Knocks it out wide. Great vision. Vinicius Junior. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pass is just off target. And this is Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Spread it left. Seedorf. Vieira does really well there. He is strong. Bellingham. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Kaká. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And the finish! Goal! Lyon! And Lyon are in front.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Lyon have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
That has not gone well. Bellingham. And this is Puskás! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Has a look and plays it forward. And it's Messi. Can he finish? It's a loose ball, and it's... And no mistake! Cafu. Bullet, who is rarely short on confidence. And here's Mbappe. No, he wasn't going to let him past. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And it's Xavi Alonso. Now it's Puskás. Nicely weighted ball. It's Messi. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Kagawa. Kagawa going face-to-face with his great rival. Bonucci. Half an hour played now. Now it's Puskás. De Ligt wins the duel this time. And it's Seedorf. Silvestre. Oh, nice touch. Kaká. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Nedved. Oh, Red, nice interception. Kagawa.
Lyon can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
That's very neat. decent chance! And he hits the net! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Lyon are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
No luck with that dink over the top. Xavi Alonso, Silvestre. Now Seedorf.
There will be
He's
one
had it
minute
taken
at
off
a
him.
time.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. So, a temporary halt to the action. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Lyon are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he skips past his man. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Now it's Nedved.
Might want to be careful there.
Vinicius Junior couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
That has ended up in no man's land. Bellingham. And it's Nedved. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. De Ligt with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Kagawa makes a move down the right.
Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them.
Mbappe under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. Now, can they get him away? Looking for options for movement. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, good take in a good area. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And here's Vinicius Junior. Aims beyond the defence. And this is Nedved. Vinicius Junior! He's got a goal! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Chengdu Rongchen cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Somewhat off target. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Lahm. He's got away. Delivered in. Cleared without hesitation.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. Mbappe finds himself offside.
Cheng Du-Rong-Cheng really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Substitution in progress.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Oh, that's well spotted. Lyon have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Chance! It's and again!
Yeah.
And he's stuck it away! Do not write them off! Back they come! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Cheng Du-Rong-Cheng really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
He has found the way through. Lahm delivered. He leaps for it. And he's there to clear it. It's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There will be 3 minutes
Neymar.
added time.
That is good alertness. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kaka quietly revving up. Well, played right into his path. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. That's that, the end. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner, of course, but the crowd... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Lyon.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're very much on the way now. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
And he has been fouled there. There's a quick free kick. Now, can they get him away? There's the shot! That was probably asking just too much.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Can he get on the end of this? And he plays one through. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now he's off and running. And he's had it nicked away. And here's Kaka. Silvestre. Good ball, good take. Guardiola did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that...
Big chance! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Lyon really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Lyon with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Distributed tidily, and he whips it in. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. He's in a great position here. Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And reclaimed it in a trice. And this is Maradona. Casillas punts it upfield. The sides separated then just by that one unfortunate moment. And the score is 1-0. And this is...
And the finish! Messi from another planet! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
PSV are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So they have it all to do again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Ferdinand picks it up from the goal kick. And it's Xabi Alonso.
Deco.
Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And he's well positioned here. Mbappe ploughing, shoots!
Goal! Leon! Into the lead once more.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's found a way through. Kaká, Cafu plays it in. And he's there to clear it. Ibrahimovic can be a real threat inside the box. And here's Kaká. Tries to pass it through. And he welcomes it in. Well timed, excellent interception.
Has been indicated.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Driving through the middle. Delivered with swing. Guardiola gathers from the goal kick. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Lyon are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. And so the action is resumed. Seedorf.
Deco.
He's a sharp little ball here.
Can he finish?
It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And another try. Guardiola. Xabi Alonso has it out wide and in space. Now it's Mbappe. Spread out to the left. Messi, a player so deserved. PSV have a free kick.
It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders.
Lyon are down to 10 men.
Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Thuram. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Maradona. Maradona will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Guardiola has given away a free kick. PSV are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan. PSV really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Keeper's dealt with that. Cafu is always looking to play quality balls. Lyon perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Great ball, Maradona! And it's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Substitution for PSV, number 25.
PSV choosing to make the first change.
Number 22.
So again, we have parity.
Number
Well, I'd
11.
happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Number 19.
Deco,
Cristiano
looking for the run.
Ronaldo.
Silvestre
Number
picks it up out
7,
wide.
Pirlo. Number
Ferdinand
4,
can get it clear. And the counter is on. Now it's Mbappe. Very nicely done. Silvestre stood his ground strongly. Now the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Pullet is eyeing up his options in the middle. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Kaká plays it across. Pullet with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. And it's Deco. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
PSV clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And this is Ronaldo. Knocks it into space. Casillas gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And here's Messi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal, PSV! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
PSV with the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Kaká. Look at the Deco! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Deco actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Howson is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Kaká. Stood up well to him there. Kaká tries to play it through. Pinches it off him. And that is it. A real high-octane conclusion. Lyon did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away.